Welcome, friends, to the Girl Mom Podcast. This is Kari, your host. Today's episode is taken from one of my most popular articles to date. I share it at the start of every school year to give parents some words of hope and encouragement that they can offer to their children during one of life's trickiest and most difficult transitions. I always joke that nobody ever talks about middle school as being the best years of their life. Yet what I've learned from my work with teenagers and raising teenagers myself is that this season is crucially important in setting the stage for the future. So many of the choices made in the middle school years determine the trajectory that a teenager's life will take. So it's good to give it some attention and also a little perspective. My hope is that this episode will give you and your teenager a few things to think about and maybe even laugh about during the awkwardness of middle school. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show. It's rare to hear anyone say that they loved middle school. Even people with positive memories of middle school never tout it as the best years of their life. Simply put, it's an awkward season. It's a time of constant changes, social shakeups, swinging emotions, and intense pressures. If I've learned anything from working with adolescent girls, it's how hungry this age group is for comfort and reassurance. I hear it in their voices and I see it in their eyes whenever I speak to a group. A look of searching and a longing to hear something, anything that can help them make some sense of things. Please tell me it gets better. Their faces silently plead. Please tell me that this isn't it. Well, middle school kids, I can assure you that life does pick up. There's a bigger, more promising world beyond this rite of passage. In the meantime, I have 10 truths to center you. I hope they bring you some peace and a little friendly guidance. Truth number 10. Today's most awkward moments will be tomorrow's funniest memories. Keep a sense of humor whenever possible. Those braces on your teeth that collect food, that acne on your face that miracle creams can't cure, that giddy rush that you get when your crush walks by and you can't think, talk, or see straight. One day, these things will be really funny. They'll be the memories that you rehash again and again with your siblings and closest friends. It takes time, but as you gain confidence, your awkward moments actually become fun to share. You'll readily admit your awkward moments and even laugh at the comedy and conversation that result. Eventually, you will have a dazzling smile, clear skin, and someone to love. Your current problems will have closure. So stay mindful of the big picture and remember that even your worst experiences will pass. Truth number 9, you don't want to peak in middle school or in high school or college for that matter. The worst goal that you can have is popularity. Because what often makes adolescents popular, such as running with the fast crowd, dominating your peers, or living a superficial lifestyle, eventually leads to problems. A truly successful person gets better with time. You go from being version 1.0 of yourself to version 2.0, 4.0, 6.0, and so on. And when you chase popularity, you peak early. You stop learning and improving because you're stuck in instant gratification mode, looking for quick fixes to satisfy your needs. Make it your goal to peak later in life. Make good choices that set you up for a bright future. If you're not a superstar now, it's okay. That simply means that there are better things ahead for you as you continue to evolve and learn. Truth number 8, technology makes it easier than ever to ruin relationships and reputations. We live in an age where people post everything online, feelings, emotions, and pictures. Now, I love technology when it's used wisely, but too often it's used impulsively. We let our fingers jump ahead of our brains, and within seconds, we can trigger hurt, misunderstandings, and serious issues. So please think twice before texting, emailing, or posting on social media. Cool off before you give someone a piece of your mind, vent, jump to conclusions, react out of anger or jealousy, embarrass someone, or send an inappropriate photo. Use the internet for good, not as a dumping ground. And when you have an issue with a friend, call that friend instead of sending text. It's so easy to put into writing what you would never say to a person's face, or to interpret a message the wrong way, and the tension that this adds to a relationship is hard to recover from. Truth number 7, surrounding yourself with good company is imperative. There's an old saying that's particularly relevant to your age group. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Yes, you are called to love everyone, but not everyone deserves a place in your innermost circle. Some people you can love up close and personal, and other people you love at an arm's length because inviting them into your life invites disaster. Sooner or later, a bad influence will rub off. You'll either make choices against your better judgment or wind up in a predicament. As a mom I know told her daughter, she once went out with a guy who was very sweet to her, but also wild. She really didn't see the issue with this until they went on their first date, and he took her to a drug dealer's house. This mother told her daughter, even though I was innocent, I would have gone to jail if the police had come. I was guilty by association just by being there. The truth is, good friends lift you up. They don't put you in risky or compromising situations. To become the best version of yourself, you need friends who hold themselves to high standards and want you to reach your full potential too. Truth number 6, what makes you different is what makes you great. Middle school is largely about conformity. I see this firsthand because I live near middle school, and over time I've noticed how all the kids dress alike, walk alike, and act alike. Meanwhile, at my children's elementary school, I see authenticity and diverse personalities because the kids don't know yet how to be anything but themselves. It saddens me to know that they, too, will eventually feel pressure to hide what makes them unique. You will never influence the world by trying to be like the world. You'll never find your calling by following the crowd. God made you different for a reason, and what sets you apart plays into His plan for you. So listen to that quiet voice inside you and remember yourself as a child. Cling to the passions you had in your early years because they hold more answers than you know. Truth number 5, it's okay to not have your life planned out. It's okay if you haven't discovered your thing quite yet. Chances are you know some schoolmates with remarkable talent and drive. They've trained for years in their area of expertise, and they know exactly what they want out of life. Deep down, it may make you envious and uncomfortable because you fear you're getting left behind. You wonder why they have their act together and you don't. But even the best laid plans will face curveballs. Even the most driven and talented kids will wind up on different paths than they originally envisioned. So if your future isn't mapped out by the 9th grade, take heart. You're still young and you have plenty of time to discover what you were born to do. Just set goals for yourself, use your gifts, and head in a good direction. Set a positive trajectory for your life so that when you do discover your thing, you're ready to soar. Truth number 4, your uniform is not your identity. Labels are pretty big in middle school, and there's a confidence that comes from wearing a football jersey, cheerleader uniform, or other team attire. But remember that having a uniform, or even the best designer clothes, doesn't increase your worth. You're special because of who you are, not because of what you put on your body or what you achieve. Overnight, you can lose your place on a team. You can lose your talents, your wardrobe, your relationships, even your Instagram account. But if you base your identity on the one thing that you will never, ever lose, which is God's love, your foundation is unshakable. You'll still be standing even if you lose every earthly trapping this world tells you is important. Truth number 3, applause can be misleading. You can make a huge mistake and still get cheered on wildly. Through social media, popularity is now quantifiable. You can gauge your performance by how many likes, comments, and shares you get. But remember, numbers alone can be misleading. To get the full picture, you have to measure numbers against the truth. After all, Jesus Christ had 12 followers. Adolf Hitler had millions. These numbers speak for themselves. The best applause to live for is that quiet peace inside of you. What makes you feel good about yourself? What helps you rest easy at night? Criticizing someone to bring them down or to make people laugh will not ever bring you peace. Neither will watching someone else beat up on a kid as the crowd cheers him on. You know the truth by how you feel deep down. And when you seek your applause from within, you don't need the applause of public approval. Truth number 2, there's a difference between helpful advice and criticism that holds you back. Be careful who you listen to. The truth is, some people want you to succeed. Other people don't. Develop a strong filter for whose words you take to heart and whose words you ignore. Some questions to ask yourself are, do I trust this person? Are they respectable? Do they practice what they preach? Are they the kind of person I hope to become? Do they recognize my talent and my potential and encourage me? Or do they just drag me down by harping on where I fall short? How others talk to you influences how you talk to yourself. And since that voice in your head impacts your confidence, determination, and willingness to take risks, you want people in your life who speak the truth in love and always with your best interests in mind. And truth number 1, you are awesome. Truly you are. And all these crazy changes are leading to something really amazing and remarkable. In the grand scheme of life, middle school is only a blip, so keep it in check. Have fun, dream big, and make good choices now. One day you'll look back and you'll laugh at the absurdities of this stage. And if you're lucky, you'll enjoy a little bit of that humor now. Friends, thank you for tuning in today. Your time is extremely valuable, and I consider it a real privilege that you shared some time with me. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe on iTunes or wherever you listen, and leave a ratings or a review to help other people find it. For more inspiration, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, and also check out my newest book for moms of teenage girls, Love Her Well, 10 Ways to Find Joy and Connection with Your Teenage Daughter. Take care, and I look forward to reconnecting again next time.